What is good, everybody? We got a special just TGL talk episode for y'all. David is actually at the TGL. You can see all the people going in to watch the match. It starts at 7. It is going to be the Jupiter versus the Atlanta Drive. So Tiger Woods is playing today. David just watched Tiger Woods warm up, which is an insane thing to even say that someone was able to watch Tiger Woods warm up. So how was Tiger looking? Was he looking loose, or was he looking
Yeah,
maybe like he had some back pain?
he would know he was getting there. Both teams are not familiar with the warm ups. Basically, the one team will start on the green, like chipping and putting, and the other team will start on the other side on the simulator with irons and obviously some woods in the driver. So they looked happy. Jupiter was very loose. They were joking around. Charlie, Tiger's son, was out there with him, and everybody's in a great move. The atmosphere is amazing inside. Obviously, Jupiter's out of the playoff hunt, unfortunately. So this will be the last you see of Tiger this year in the TGL. So I feel like he's going to go out with a big performance tonight. So I'm really excited for the opportunity, and definitely wanted to thank everybody with TGL and Tomorrow Sports for giving me the opportunity to cover this tonight for 5 reasons. So I'm very grateful, obviously for Major and I to be able to work with TGL in the inaugural season. I think it's a really, really cool concept, and they're just getting started. So should be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, and even though Jupiter's out of the playoffs, I'm excited to like see what they do. I think their roster is like, on paper it's not too bad. You
They
know,
got some good guys. I mean, between Tom and Max are really, really solid, obviously,
yeah.
and no Justin Thomas tonight for Atlanta. So Atlanta's not the longest hitting team, so depends on kind of the whole setup, which you could probably break down a little bit more. But I know Tiger's gonna lead off on I believe hole 2, which is a long par 5. So we'll get to see him air it out early.
Yeah, my thing with Tiger is we kind of saw it last time he played last week. Towards the end, he started getting a little bit stiff. I just hope that doesn't continue being a problem. But like you said, it's the last week. I think he's going to try to go out with a bang. Like it's TGL is kind of like him and Rory's thing, right? So I'm hoping to see that. He is in his single matches. He's playing Lucas Glover. Lucas Glover this year has had 6 starts, cut 3 times. So not the most consistent, but he did have a tied third at the Pebble Beach Pro Am. And even in Tiger's tournament, the Genesis, he did make the cut there. And it's tied 31st. So he's made a nice chunk of change this year. So he's been up and down. You could argue he's due for a good week now. Then I think Max is playing Nicholas Dunlap or Nick Dunlap, sorry, in Dunlap, young player, 2 PGA wins. He's had 1 top 10 this year. He's 65th in the FedEx. He's been making a lot of cuts, not always near the top of the leaderboard. He had that 1 top 10. He had another 17th. Then his next highest is 34. But it's always good when you're making cuts. That's when you're making money. So no one will complain with that. Then you got Max, though. He's played 5 tournaments, been cut twice, withdrew another time after a poor round. His highest place is tied 26. But Max, he has the pedigree, he has the name, he's a big name. I think that one could be a matchup to watch. I don't think Tiger's going to win a solo hole. He's not been as good on the TGL as I wished he would be because it's Tiger Woods.
But I think Atlanta is obviously, no pressure. They're pretty much locked into the 3 spot in the playoffs unless they win by some crazy margin tonight. I think
Yeah.
like holes or something. But there's no real benefit for them to move up. I think both teams are just going to kind of be out here to have fun, and especially Jupiter. I think we're going to, see a lot of crowd engagement tonight. Hopefully, a lot of hammer play, which last night, especially in the New York Boston matchup, from holes 9 on in the singles, it's been really exciting, especially
Mhm.
last night's second match. It was just the atmosphere was great, and the guys are having a ton of fun. So, I'm excited to be in the crowd for this one for sure.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about yesterday. There was a couple really great matches. Basically, like New York versus Boston, argue was like a playoff play in. Boston needed to win and go very, very favorably, but New York basically just had to win. They ended up doing that. Like you said, hammers were flying left and right. Leads were changing because of hammers. What was like that scene like there in SoFi?
Well, for the New York Boston, obviously you had Jeter and Big Poppy came out before there. It was just a lot of energy in the building, obviously with those two cities, with their rivalries throughout multiple sports. It was a lot of fun, and the first matchup too with LA clinching the top seed was also a very exciting atmosphere. But Xander came back after being out since week one, and he actually looked really good. Missed one makeable putt. I
Mhm.
want to say on 8 or 9, but I had a beautiful bounce on the rocks on Blue Bonnet. Had a nice chip, and then he hit that long putt for the double point hammer as well, and then the finishing putt on 15 to close it out last night. So it's good to see Xander back after he had to watch it from the stands the week before in that tough matchup they lost in overtime. So, great atmosphere, and then tonight, obviously, the hype around Jupiter and Tiger. A lot of people in the crowd. Josh Allen's here. A few other celebrities I heard are here as well. So I'll continue to update on that and give some progress throughout the event as well tonight.
Yeah, so before we close, because it's starting in about 14 minutes or so, where can people find all your tweets? I want to your handle's not up here. I want to make sure it's
Yeah.
put out there right.
Yeah, follow at David W. Eversole, and I'm going to be tagging Five Reasons Sports and Major on everything. So just check out through the network as we expand our TGL coverage. And the playoffs are going to be starting on March 17th. So, the playoff seating is pretty much set. Tonight is just kind of mostly for fun and entertainment, but should be a great matchup nonetheless. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm real excited to see not only tonight. I think we're going to get a loose environment, but with still some very good golfers. I think there's going to be a lot of like banter back and forth that you don't get
Absolutely.
to see a lot of times. There's been a lot of that in the TGL, but
Yeah.
especially tonight, I think guys are going to be a little bit more loose, but they're
Mhm.
still playing for pride. No one wants to be embarrassed on TV, right?
Well, these guys are
Um,
the best golfers in the world, and they're ultra
exactly.
competitors. So no, they're gonna you're gonna see the best out of them, and I'm gonna be at the post match press conference as well. So look for that transcript and everything from me online. I'm gonna be tweeting out some of the comments that I get from the players after the match, also.
Perfect. Well, we'll let you get back in there. We don't want you to miss any of the spectacle. I mean, they put on a great show in there.
Yeah, great show here in the SoFi Center for sure. Very kid friendly. The atmosphere is nice. A lot of cool, great dressed people here. It's definitely got a Palm Beach vibe to it, also. So I love having this in my own backyard. I'm very blessed.
Yes, awesome. Well, we will see y'all for our next TGL talk. Find all of David's stuff on Twitter. We'll make sure that gets out so you can hear behind the scenes and what the players' thoughts are on the match, and even just the TGL in of itself as the regular season does close tonight at 7 in just a few minutes with the Jupiter versus the Atlanta Drive. Tiger Woods is playing for the final time this season. As David said, his team is not making the playoffs, so you don't want to miss it. We got to take advantage and watch anytime Tiger's swinging a golf club now, because you never know when it's going to be the last one. So we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night, and be sure to watch the TGL on your TVs. It's real easy to find. It's not like you have to go to any streams or anything. It is on ESPN. It's on any standard streaming platform you have. So we'll see y'all then, and we'll be talking all about it next time we see y'all.